Yo, what's going on, Jungle Cats? Gatos here, coming at you with a new deck video. And this is our deck video tying to Victory Road, which should be dropping tomorrow. Today we are looking at the new Poliwrath EX, and I think this card has been a big surprise to a lot of people, just because people initially just saw the 100 attack with it, and sometimes mixed energy cards can be a little bit iffy, so the hesitation kind of made sense up front. But there's a lot of different ways that we can build onto this, and I've been seeing a lot of different decks out there for Poliwrath EX. I've refined the list a little bit based on what works for me. I never draw my baby Pokemon, so I don't like relying on them. I ended up going the Misty route on this one. Before we check out the list though, do not forget to like and subscribe. We got tons of videos coming out, and yeah, let's jump into my version of this list. All right, so here we are in the list, and yeah, let's run through it. We have 2 of the new Poliwags, 1 of the new Poliwhirls, a Politoed, 2 Greninjas, a Froakie, 2 Poliwrath EXs, 2 rare candies, a Pokeball, 2 Professor Research, a Fisher, a Misty, a Cyrus, a Mars, a Lyra, and a Lily. So yeah, a lot of different cards in this deck. Let's run right through them, and also let's look a little bit closer at Poliwrath EX. So if you haven't played them already, Poliwrath EX has a whopping 180 HP, which is kind of just massive. It's a huge amount of HP, and Poliwrath can tank a lot of damage, especially with like Lily. On top of that, it is doing 100 damage for 3 energy. 1 has to be fighting energy. If you also have a water energy attached, then it's also going to be doing 40 more damage, so it'll do 140. So just a good amount of damage right at the start. And also just looking down below, it has a weakness to psychic energy because it's fighting type, and then a huge retreat cost of 3. So this is kind of the main reason why I have Lyra in the deck. I've been finding it's a little bit awkward to get out and get back in, or a lot of the time you won't even want to retreat it out or something like that. So yeah, and then jumping in, we have Politoed. I know a lot of people didn't use this last season. I tried it out, but I felt like it wasn't quite there. Having the Poliwrath EX has definitely brought its viability up a lot, and what it does is it has a lordly cheer. So as long as this Pokemon is on the bench, any Pokemon that has evolved from Poliwhirl is going to do 40 more damage. That's going to bring Poliwrath EX's attack up to 180, which is just massive. That's just going to take out just about every Pokemon. Yeah, by itself though, it's only doing 60 damage, and that's not a lot. It's going to be mainly used to like build on Poliwrath's attack. It can still be put in to do some damage if you have nothing else to do. It also has 140 HP, so that's pretty good as well. We can also use the Lily on this. And also, since we had this Poliwrath line, I thought it'd be good to put Greninja in here since we already had the rare candies in the deck. So we're only running 1 line of this. The reason why I have 2 Greninja in here and only 1 Froakie is because 1, it increases your chances of hitting Greninja early, which you want to do, and 2, we're also playing the Fisher in here, so if your Froakie gets taken out early or your Greninja gets taken out, you can use a Fisher, bring it back, have your other Greninja ready to go. We can also just use this as a way to save our Poliwag as well, and it can be a nice way to like kind of pivot around. So maybe next time we evolve a Poliwag into a Politoed instead of Poliwrath if we had it at that or something like that. So that's kind of the reason we have 2 Poliwraths and 2 Politoads. We can kind of pivot how we have them evolve if we bring them back or something like that. It also is just going to increase our chances of evolving the Poliwag line, and we can either hit the Politoed or the Poliwrath. So yeah, I only have 1 Pokeball in this list, and that's just because the Poliwag has the Call for Family ability. So most of the time, I mean, you got a 66% chance of starting with Poliwag. That means you're probably going to be just pulling your other one. So I felt like Pokeballs weren't needed in this list. You're really just aiming to hit the Froakie with it. I also felt like a lot of the cards in here are pretty needed to help support the deck. So I've been enjoying them. We just have a Misty in here because you want to be able to ramp up as fast as you can. There's a lot of pretty fast decks now. If you do draw your baby Pokemon, you might want to start with Mantike instead. So you can put Mantike in instead of Misty. I never draw it. You could also potentially cut the Fisher instead. I like having him in the deck. I think he adds some cool utility to it. So if you want to get 2 Mantike, I would recommend probably cutting these 2. If not the Fisher, then you could cut Misty and Lyra or something like that. But yeah, just something to remember when you're playing with Misty. You need to play this on your Poliwag or your Poliwhirl just because your Poliwrath is fighting energy type. So just remember, do the Misty first before you evolve. And yeah, the rest of cards, we just have a Cyrus in here for control. Mars just can be used as like a red card or a way to bring their hand size down late in the game. And then we have a Lily for heal. I was tossing around between Lily and Irida, but I feel like we're able to get to these stage 2 Pokemon pretty easily in this deck. So felt like the Lily was the right call to have. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck, and let's jump into some gameplays. Ooh, a mirror match. We're going second. Electric is scary until it's not. That's a funny thing about this deck is that... Alright, it's scary, never mind. But it's funny you're weak to electric and then you're strong to it with Poliwrath, but nothing beats the bird. The bird kind of just dominates. Might just have to evolve. They would just have to keep the Ori in. Unfortunately, we hit 2 fighting energy, so if we get a Politoed... It doesn't quite work for us. The Lyra could come in clutch here, though. Maybe we Mars here. I feel like we're not going to get a couple of turns. We're not going to be able to use Mars for a couple of turns, so... Hold strong, Poliwrath. They just hit a research, though. Playing the Luxray. I guess we Misty now. We can Lily next turn. Oof, nothing. Yeah, this is our only other rare candy, so we kind of want to save it for Froakie. We do hit Politoed, though. We still don't have any energy, though. I guess we have to stall here. Drop in a heal. Yeah, let's see if we can get a Greninja. Or a water energy. Either or would be great. There's a water energy. The Poliwrath's pretty good for us too. They could potentially come in for a kill shot, which is a little scary. Wondering if I Lyra now or wait one more turn. I think we just wait. Might come in. Let's hope they don't have an elemental switch. All right. Give me 10 damage off, which is kind of annoying. But if they do rotate, then we just bring in our Poliwrath. It's a good Lyra instance, I'd say. Then hopefully we get our This doesn't take us out though, right? Yeah, we just retreat back. One-shot this. Hopefully we get Froakie here. Looks like we're getting the Froakie. Doing the 140 here, so I think we just put the energy here. I don't think we really need the 180. I feel like we should just be good, right? The Greninja is going to be a surprise for them. They could have a red or something, or Mars. That would screw us up. But then we would need to not hit. Yeah, they do have a red card. Okay. If we get the Cyrus, though, we're also fine. Alright, yeah, we're just good. Just good. Getting close there with the how you say voltage bullet. They could have had, like, I guess, rare candy Luxray. No, that would only got one of them. Never mind. Yeah, I don't think they could have had anything. Lure. I hope our Poliwags don't get caught in a lure. They're fire deck, okay. What we got? Our Froakie to start, and we got a Pokeball. Could potentially pull the Froakie back with a Lyra if they attack. We'll see though. Might just make more sense to oh, they got the X speed. Yeah, we won't even be able to pull it back now. It's probably rare candy into the Poliwrath. Just for safety, in case they like Sabrina or something. Let's just do that, I guess, actually. Debating potentially Politoading, because I will do 80. Might scare off their Entei. Let's see if we hit a Misty. Actually, our Poliwrath won't even be... We need a fighting energy as well. So yeah, maybe we'll just get into the Politoed. We do hit a fighting energy. We also hit a Fisher. Yeah, I feel like we should just go for it. I might not even play this. I don't know. They could Sabrina. Maybe I don't mind the Sabrina actually though, because then we kind of just clear with their Poliwrath. They could potentially just start fueling up the Charizard too, so give a second Entei. This one is so good. I love that art. Looks phenomenal. The rainbow full arts in this that really do slap. They do have the Charizard. They could also retreat into that. If we hit our Greninja though, then we would be able to take it out. I don't know why they're caping. The cape actually doesn't really do anything. Would have been good on their Charizard. We do hit the Greninja as well. Oh wait, I totally just forgot that this isn't fighting. This isn't water. Okay, the cape did do something. We can Lyra here. Oh, we cannot Lyra anymore. Oh. We can Lyra here. Get a Greninja hit and then Poliwrath. Hopefully they don't have a Cyrus. So now they shouldn't be able to attack with this. Oh no, they can still attack with it. They just have the... Yeah, that plan doesn't work. I did my math earlier against the weakness, which we do not have. Looks like we were lured in. Yeah, I always forget it's not water. It's so hard to not picture Poliwrath as water. I think it's Tau. Isn't Tau an AI? What am I thinking of? Don't know what I'm thinking of. There is a Tau AI. I don't know if this is what I'm thinking of though. Playing a lot of water decks tonight, though. Greninja Sui? Yes, it is. They're Marsing us. Very sad. That's not that bad, though, actually. Not too shabby. Don't really want to Mars them back. They only have 2 cards in hand. Let's see which water deck is better. Ooh, they have Giratina in their list too. Who will be stronger? Probably won't Mars them now either. But we will go into the Evolve for sure. Hopefully they don't have like a Sabrina. Hopefully they have no cards to play so we can Mars them. Are they gonna leave the Sui in? Could have a Leaf. I have seen a Leaf in this deck before. They don't have a Leaf, okay. Great for us. We know they got rid of their Mars as well. So this is just gonna kill their draws a bit. One shot the Sui. Yeah, they kind of need to put Giratina in, but also they're not going to be able to attack with it now. They do have a cape, okay. Can we top deck the Poli Toad? That would be insane. Oh, come on, give it to me. We got the research. Oof, oof. So sad. Maybe we don't even evolve, actually. Yeah, not even gonna evolve here. Because then they can't attack. They could Greninja, bring in our Poliwrath. What do they do after that, though? This feels like... Do they have a red? They need to rotate, right? That doesn't work. All right. It's pretty good. Beating a pretty strong deck, eh? Love to see it. Climbing to the top like our Poliwrath.